Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. Since you all asked so nicely, I thought, what the heck, why don't we go ahead and pop open the actual Bloodborne boxed set for the board game. We already took a look at the stretch goals. You guys can take a look at that video if you haven't already. You can see all the clutter on my table here that I didn't even bother to clean up. I literally just got home and I'm like, screw it, let's just go ahead and film this. So, without further ado, that is exactly what we're going to do. Oh my god, this is heavy. Alright. For those of you who are curious what you get inside, there you go. Hopefully that has a lot of meaning to you. If it doesn't, too bad. We'll take a look inside anyways. Alright. What do we have in store for us today? Alright, sorry I knocked the camera over so it's in a weird position now. So first thing, we've got the rule book with our hunter. Here we go. We got the patients, church servants, hunter mobs, scourge beasts, minions, huntsmen, church giant, Father Gassion. I don't remember. He's like the first boss. The vicar, the blood-starved beast, and the good old cleric beasts. We're fighting it out in the old yard, it looks like. Okay, let's see here. Token sheet. NPCs there. Oh, Eileen. Come on. The various tiles it looks like we have. They're like all ready to pop out. And they are not double-sided, so I guess they're drawn randomly. I don't remember. I know I read the rules at one point. Whee! Something of interest is the fact that they do have specific rules written on them. Oh yes, I remember the clinic. The barred window. Various alleyways. Graveyard. And then we have a nice, what do you call these? Things to keep track of everything on. And then the bulk of the box, if I can even get it out of the box. Oh, come on. Really? The miniatures are not leaving without a fight here. Seriously, come on. Something's. I can hear like things tumbling around. Why are there things tumbling around here? Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, I managed to get all of the models out, but underneath it, I had totally forgotten about this, is the actual plastic tray to store all the cards and stuff. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know if this is going to have space for everything from expansions and whatnot, but it should at least fit everything from the base game in there. Under dashboards. These aren't any special ones, because that's on the actual 100 cards. Okay, so that's what's down there making all that noise. Whee! And then there is the minis. Alright. Free digital content. Okay. Free is good. Of interest is on the other side of this, you do have a tray map showing where everything is going to go. Let's take a look at the actual trays. So the side with the free digital content is the top, just so you know for future reference. And a lot like the stretch goals, you're going to have a upper tray. And that looks to have predominantly the early bosses, the hunters, the rings, and the various beasts. And then we have the bottom tray. We'll grab one of everybody too. Good old cleric beast. Good size. I don't think he's as big as the model from Common Lord that we did a while back. Was it like the Blood Crazed Beast or something? The Vicar. Oh, the Church Giants. I think that's what they're called. I remember them. The crazy beast dude when you wake up. The big dudes hanging around the elevator. More of the church minions. Their stinking bells. Those crawly guys you meet up on the bridge right before you fight the cleric beast. And then the angry mob. So all of these models right here, with the exception of the bosses, you are going to get one of each for the bosses. That would be these 3 in the back. And then you're going to have 4 of each with the various mob spawns. Okay, same situation for the smaller ones. That's like the female patient, I believe. The male ones. Then Father Gassion. I thought his eyes were supposed to be... Yeah, they are bandaged. Axes a little bit. Oh, I hated that fight the first few times I tried it. I did not do well against him. I think I cheesed him with a headstone or something. He was trying to do that stupid spin axe attack. And then we have the various hunters. The cannon. Is that the threaded cane she's got? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the threaded cane. It's been a while since I played. I forgot the name of the blade. I never used it. I thought it was too slow. And honestly, I was always a bigger fan of the cover boy and his saw cleaver. So that's a quick rundown of all the models that are included. Got one of each, plus the bosses and the hunters. And out of curiosity, for my own sake, I know some of you guys mentioned about how the Cool Mini models tend to scale pretty well with other games that they've made. So you know what I did? I went and grabbed a few models. I thought, first off, why not grab... I know he's super glossy, and I don't know why I never fixed that. This is the Hunter from Rum and Bones 2. So he is a little bit taller. Which makes me think I grabbed a few other Rum and Bones figures. The Dante brothers. They are a little bit more in line with the hunters, at least. Maybe this guy's just big. He's the outlier. A random model from the others. Did I cut myself with one of the models? Okay. So he's a baddie anyway. That's about right. You guys mentioned Blood Rage. So I grabbed some Blood Rage Vikings. I don't know. Let's see if I can... That's as low as I can get the camera as I vigorously shake it and twist it there. Okay. So you can see the Blood Rage model actually seems to be a little bit taller. Maybe we've gone down in scale. I don't know. Obviously the giants are still pretty giant. Bosses are still big. The mob itself is taller. Maybe it's just the hunters that are smaller? Let's grab a Massive Darkness hero. Interesting. Interesting. This is unexpected. They do seem a little smaller than some of the models from the other games. Huh. Okay, why don't we grab... This was Massive Darkness, I think, right? It's either Massive Darkness or Black Plague. I'm thinking it's about the Massive Darkness. All right, let's try some of the Rising Sun models. Okay, well, admittedly, this guy is pretty big. And I do gotta say, I'm always quite pleased with how he turned out. Actually, I really like how all my Rising Sun models turned out. So yeah, look at this. They are a little bit bigger. Same base size, so if that's an issue, that shouldn't be a problem. It's just, I'm noticing... Yeah, she's going to be way too big. I think I just want to show her off. I've always been pleased with how my Rising Sun stuff turned out. You know, let me grab one of the expansion hunters. I'm just curious to see if they're all going to be the same size now. All right, I just grabbed 2 hunters out of the Blood Moon expansion box. And, well, that is interesting. I'm glad I saw this. So, if you aren't aware, I certainly wasn't, the Hunter models are a little bit smaller than the average Cool Mini model. Is that a deal breaker? Absolutely not. But it is something you should be aware of. Now, as always, they are the same base size, so that's going to be less of an issue. But if you did want to mix and match them with stuff from other games, I could see that being a problem. Grabbing a Frostgrave guy, though. I know I just did this the other day, but that's okay, in case you did not see. So, grabbing like an old GW guy, a modern Frostgrave character. You can see that they're probably going to fit in okay. Let's see, do I have any WizKids stuff handy? Alright, I found a more modern GW human. Some of this stuff out of the way here so you guys can see them better. So I do think this is something to be aware of if you're looking to mix and match them with things from other games. Okay, here's a WizKids Deep Cut model. It is a Warforged model, but I don't think it's going to be any bigger or smaller than an average size human. So yeah, take a good long look, even though I keep shaking the camera here. It is just something to be aware of. Overall, though, I mean, other than the fact that the hunters are a little bit smaller, I guess that actually plays up to the size of the bosses, though, because when you have them like that, then they become suddenly even much more impressive when the bosses are absolutely towering over them, and those stupid giants from the church. Yeah, you can see here there's going to be a good size difference. So, just something to be aware of. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal breaker, and it certainly isn't going to have any impact on actually playing the game. So don't fret too much in that regard. But it is something I was not aware of. So I learned something today too. Besides all that, hopefully you guys got a good look at what to expect. If you do get the game, you do get a good pile of miniatures. It is going to be at retail. I mean, there's absolutely no way that besides making almost $4 million on the Kickstarter, they're not going to want to take advantage of pushing that license to make more money, right? So I am sure you're going to be able to find this sooner or later at retail, so do keep your options open and your eyes peeled. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.